Here's a hot take. You don't always need to sit in an air conditioned lecture hall to understand consumer behavior. Sometimes the best lessons are happening in the middle of a bustling street market. Now, before my master's friends come for me in the comments, let's be clear. Textbooks and structured programs are super valuable. They give you frameworks, research, and global perspective. But street markets, they give you raw, unfiltered, and everyday reality. And honestly, when you put the two together, that's when you understand the full picture of business. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the lessons hidden inside the street markets across India and the world, from Colaba Causeway to Bangkok's Chatuchak market to Istanbul's Grand Bazaar. Each one is basically an open air case study. By the end of this video, you'll see why sometimes a 2000 rupees airing stall can teach you as much about pricing psychology as a 20 lakh rupees MBA.
Think of this as the Harvard Bazaar School.
Let's talk about pricing, the first thing you see in any market. In Colaba Causeway, you ask for a pair of sunglasses, the vendor says 1200. You laugh, suddenly it's 500. Then you turn to leave, then he says 250. Okay, madam, that's final. Well, that's not random, that's called anchoring, the art of setting a high starting point so that whatever comes after that feels like a bargain. Textbooks teach you the definition, street markets make you live it. Or take bundle pricing. Linking Road in Mumbai, one shop says 3 tops for 500. That's classic upselling. You didn't need 3 tops, but suddenly you're calculating. If I only get one, I'm wasting money. That exact same tactic supermarkets use with buy 2 get 1 free. Street markets show us that pricing isn't about numbers, it's about perception. Basically, every vendor is doing mental math faster than your Excel sheet. Now let's talk about human brain, because that's where real shopping decisions are made. Take aspiration. Let's say in Bangkok's Chatuchak market, a replica sneaker isn't just a footwear. It's a ticket into the cool kid club. Even if it's not original, it delivers that feeling of belonging. Or scarcity. Last piece, madam. Even if there's a box of 200 in the back. Scarcity makes people panic. And that's what global luxury brands use with limited edition drops. And then there is social proof. Let's say in Commercial Street, Bengaluru, the moment one person tries on sunglasses, suddenly the crowd gathers. Strangers nod in approval, and before you know it, 3 more people are buying. That's social psychology 101. These aren't theories, they are real life experiments happening in front of us every day. Honestly, FOMO spreads faster in a market than free Wi Fi in a cafe. Now, my favorite part, bargaining. Negotiation isn't just shouting, Bhaiya thoda kam karo. It's about strategy. Vendors know when to stay silent, when to throw in a freebie, and when to say final rate and walk away. Usually, masters professors call it best alternative to negotiated agreement. In M block market, let's say in Delhi, it's just madam dekh lo kahin aur milta hai to. That's the same principle but different packaging. The best negotiators aren't these. We all must have seen them bargaining for 20 minutes and then walking away with a 30% discount plus a free scrunchie. If that's not negotiation mastery, I don't know what is. So, the lesson here is if you can bargain in a street market, you can definitely negotiate in the boardroom. It's the same muscle, just a different context. Forget Dale Carnegie, Shadow and Auntie in a GK market. That's your masterclass. Now let's talk supply chain. Ever wonder how fast trends spread? Visit Fashion Street in Pune. One week it's Zara surplus. The next Korean style dresses. And the next Sheen style crop tops. It's globalization in motion. In Bangkok night markets, you'll often see Sheen designs, even before Shein lists them online. That's how agile these networks are. Or look at Istanbul's Grand Bazaar. A jewelry design spotted there might show up in Delhi within 3 months. That's trend diffusion speed live. And let's not forget just in time inventory. Toyota may have coined the term, but your local chartwala is the OG. He stocks puris by the minute, zero wastage, full efficiency. These supply chains may not be written in HBR journals, but they are unbelievably efficient. If McKinsey consultants ever spent a day in Chatuchak market, their next white paper would be called Lessons from the Mango Sticky Rice Supply Chain. Branding is not about logos, it's about stories. In the Grand Bazaar, a carpet seller tells you, "This was woven for royalty in my grandfather's village." That story creates instant luxury value. In Linking Road, a vendor says, "Madam, this is Korean design," just like in dramas. Suddenly, that sandal is no longer just footwear, it's pop culture. Luxury houses do the same. They sell emotion, heritage, and identity. And street vendors, it's the same formula, just different scale. The biggest takeaway is branding is storytelling. Whether it's Louis Vuitton or a Delhi shawl seller, the power lies in narrative. Basically, imported hai madam is just the desi version of Paris atelier craftsmanship. So, what's the big picture? Here are 10 business lessons that street markets teach us: dynamic pricing, anchoring, scarcity and urgency, social proof, negotiation tactics, supply chain agility, brand storytelling, aspiration driven buying, bundle pricing, and customer loyalty, because vendors always remember their regulars. Now, I'm not saying street markets replace a master's degree. An MBA might give you structure, theory, and networks that a market never can. But the street markets, they give you raw, real world lessons that PowerPoints alone can never give you. And when you combine both, that's when you become truly unstoppable in business, retail, or even life. So next time you're in Colaba or Chatuchak, don't just shop, observe, because the 200 rupees necklace might actually be your most valuable business case study. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments what's the best lesson you've learned in a street market. Because let's be real, every market has its own master's moments.